Hi everyone, so today I have another plan with me for y'all. This is for last week as of filming, the week of January 2nd through the 8th. So this was the week that me and my boyfriend and his daughter started our Harry Potter marathon. We're trying to do one movie a week because he got me a Harry Potter trivia game and I want them to be able to play with me. So they haven't really seen the movies. So we are starting that. So this was the week that we watched the first Harry Potter movie. So I'm going to be using a lot of Harry Potter kits, which is great because I have a whole binder full of them. So I'll finally get to start working my way through those, but it also is winter, obviously. So I wanted a wintry Harry Potter kit. So I have this one from CoffeeDoodles that is kind of, it feels more like Harry Potter inspired than like directly Harry Potter. Like there's no characters or anything. But we do have like the castle and Hedwig and like the archway here. So there's like some things that are very clearly Harry Potter references. But yeah, I liked the more subtle look. So I am going to be pulling in a mixture of Harry Potter and winter foil. So I didn't print out my own specific set for this week because mostly because my Harry Potter foil is like very old. It's like one of the first collections that I opened my shop with and is due for a reformat, so it doesn't really suit my current planning style, and also I just had a whole bunch of Harry Potter foil already in my collection, so I decided to go through that and kind of pick out some pieces that I would use from that. But I did print off some underlays for myself. I have some from Bella Planella, and then I printed off some map underlays as well that I'm going to use. These were by far the most popular, and this is all going to be in silver. So we have some headers that I'm going to use and other winter deco bits, and then I have Harry Potter quotes and overlays here, and then there's winter full box overlays in there as well. So I haven't quite mapped out what I'm going to use to put over them, but we'll figure that out as we film. And then I do have the bottom washi as well. So I'm going to go ahead and lay down that base. It might take a little longer because I don't quite have as solid a plan as I usually do. But obviously I'm going to shorten it to the same length as always. So I will see you on the other side for the day by day. Let's get into it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the day by day. Starting off on Monday, I am marking that my boyfriend and I got to sleep in, and I think we slept in pretty late. And then I made everybody oatmeal that morning, which I'm trying to do a little bit more often because he usually makes breakfast, and wanted to give him a break from that. So the oatmeal sticker is a newer one that I got from Happy Dea that I have not been using because I don't often make oatmeal, but I do make it really good. I make like apple cinnamon oatmeal. And then I also did some filming that day. I filmed the new releases for the week. I also did some work. I printed some sticker sheets for orders that day, so I'm using this Girl with a Printer from Joy of Planning, which is also a newer sticker that I haven't used yet. And then I did foil those stickers, so I didn't do the cutting that day. I think I probably did that the next day, or probably not. I think the next day I had a day off, but yeah, I did it on a separate day. And then the foiling machine is from Happy Day as well, and it was also raining that day. And that sticker is from the CoffeeDoodlesCo, which is also a newer sticker. I'm really loving getting into playing again because I get to use all of the new stickers that I've gotten that I haven't had a chance to use yet, so it's really fun. And that evening we all watched Dragon Ball, and that TV sticker is from Carly Plans, which I did order a bunch of those in the UPS sale, so I'm excited to get more of those because I don't have a lot of TV stickers that fit in little things, so I'm excited to get more. And then going into Tuesday, my boyfriend did make us breakfast, so that sticker is from Papershire, and we also did chores that day, so we did laundry, and that sticker is from the CoffeeDoodlesCo, and we did do some reorganizing in our house. We switched around the beds, so we switched our bed and his daughter's bed, because she had the queen, and I think we had a full, I believe, so it made more sense for us to have the queen, and also the queen bed does not hurt his back as much, so it was about time that we did that. And that sticker is from Crafty Planner Co. to mark that. And I also finally unpacked from the trip that day. I think it had been like a whole week, and I had just left my stuff in the suitcase because I was so distracted with like getting right back into work that I just did not put aside the time to unpack, but I did finally. That sticker is, I think, from Scroll Prints Co. And I also put away Christmas decorations, finally. Another thing that I just had been putting off. But yeah, actually, just yesterday, as of when I'm doing this voiceover, I put up Valentine's decorations and kind of like some spring flowers. So I'm trying to keep in the habit of doing it for every season because it's just really fun having seasonal decor, at least on the kitchen table, which is pretty much where I do it. And that snowflake sticker is, I think, also from Carly Plans. And then after that, I marked my boyfriend making us dinner, which he does pretty much whenever he's home, unless we go out. But yeah, that sticker of him cooking is also from Joy of Planning, which I really like how they have options where you can choose like a guy for certain activities. And then that evening, I marked that I gave him a bit of a spa night, which was really nice to be able to pamper him and try out some of my new like beauty products on him, basically like lotions and stuff. And because I feel like it's not super usual for guys to get that kind of attention unless they like go out to a spa, but I don't know, it was nice to kind of pamper him a little bit. And that sticker is from Hazel Sticker. And then we watched the first Harry Potter movie that night, which obviously is the reason for the kit. So I'm marking that with a Hedwig sticker from the CoffeeDoodlesCo, and then we also had ice cream during that movie. And that sticker is from Carly Plans, I believe. But yeah, I had rainbow sherbet, a little like Baskin Robbins pint of rainbow sherbet. Well, I didn't eat the whole pint, I had half of it. But that is my favorite ice cream, and I will pretty much get that every single time. I occasionally will try to branch out, but I just keep coming back to rainbow sherbet. I like that. I like fruitier ice creams, I think, in general. So going into Wednesday, it was raining again. So it was pretty much raining on and off for like a few weeks. So when I mark rain, it usually means like maybe half of that day was raining, or it was raining like right in the morning when I woke up and then it stopped, something like that. But that's umbrella is, I believe, from Scroll Prints Co. I also marked washing my hair with a new sticker from Paper K. And then I also did my business inventory, which I marked with a calculator from Benny Creations. So basically I had to count up all of the remaining inventory that I had at the end of the previous year, which, I mean, it was a few days after, but it was about, there wasn't that much difference in those few days. So I had to just take inventory of my remaining sticker sheets, as well as foil, which it's kind of hard to measure foil. But what I do is basically just measure the width of the foil rolls. I know what like a full roll is, and then I basically measure it at the end of the year and see like what percentage was missing, basically, and that's how much I used for the year. And I measure that in millimeters. But that's basically so that it's for like tax purposes, so that when you do your tax and you do the cost of goods sold, you can only claim deductions on cost of goods sold for what you use in that year. Like for what you bought, you have to wait and claim the deduction for your purchases in the year that you use them. So you can't just, buy a million sticker sheets and expense them all in the first year, basically, or deduct those expenses in the first year. So had to do that. That took quite a while. I also did some printing and cutting later that day. That printer is from Fox and Pip. Had an upset stomach. That sticker's from Glam Planner. And then, of course, along with the printing and cutting, I did foiling, and that sticker's from Hazel Sticker. So going into Thursday, I unfortunately started the day with a migraine, which happens a lot these days. Just whenever I drink coffee a little bit later than usual, I feel like. And that sticker is from Some Little Things. And I did try to take a nap after, shortly after waking up, because like the medicine wasn't working. And so I thought maybe taking a nap would help, which it does not help if you also struggle with migraines. Well, I don't know if your experience would be the same, but in mine, it does not do a darn thing. It just wastes your time. So, yeah, that sticker is from Once More With Love. I, again, had an upset stomach, so I had a lot of unfortunate stuff going on with me that day. But I got to mark it with this really cute sticker from Paper K. And then I also listened to podcasts while I worked, which I usually do pretty much every day. It's either podcasts or YouTube or both. But I only mark it when I have room, and that sticker is from CoffeeDoodlesCo. So later on I did mark printing and cutting and foiling. That silhouette sticker is from CoffeeDoodlesCo, and then the mink is from Happy Daya again. And then I also was able to pack some orders that evening as well, which I do whenever I finish a batch. So that sticker is from Once More With Love. Batches take about 1 to 2 days depending on the size of the batch. I try to keep them like pretty small, so I can get them out faster, but like still enough that it makes sense to do them in bulk. Like doing individual orders like one at a time would not make any sense. So going into Friday, I actually started the day the same way that I ended Thursday. So I started with the printing and cutting and foiling and then packing orders. So that entire like section is the exact same as the previous section from the last day, which is really funny. But yeah, I guess I got right into the fun stuff, or not the fun stuff, right into the work stuff in the morning. Or, well, for me it was probably afternoon, knowing how late I get up. But yes, I marked printing and cutting with a Once More With Love Munchkin, foiling with another mink from Hazel Sticker, and then packing orders with a girl from Happy Daya, which I did use a half box pretty much specifically so I could use that larger sticker, because usually I don't mark packing orders that big. And then later that evening, I marked watching a Dragon Ball again, and my sneaky Anastasia had a bowel movement, shall we say, so I like to mark that. Well, basically whenever she does anything, I like to mark that. Just to kind of have some record of it. So, I mean, I could just keep track of it in like a Google Calendar, but for some reason I don't do that. I like to mark it in my actual planner, which looking back at it, I'm like, why? I don't know. But it's good to have some record of it in case there's like a pattern of things that are like not right. So, if a couple months go by between those particular movements, then I can kind of keep track of that. And And then also I marked calling my boyfriend that evening, or him calling me usually, which again happens every day, but I only mark it when I have a room to. And I think that phone is from a CoffeeDoodlesCo sampler, probably, if I remember correctly. Okay, so I am a little bit ahead of myself, which is super unusual, but I am just going to go ahead and keep going into Saturday because I'm sure I'm going to get caught up telling some kind of story. So let's see, Saturday. So actually I think that I moved Anastasia's quote-unquote movement into Friday when it actually took place on Saturday, because I marked cleaning her room on Saturday. Possibly that's what happened, I'm not sure, but so I did clean up after her on Saturday, and I got to use this snake tank sticker from CoffeeDoodlesCo that I did request, so I'm glad that I finally get to use that. And then I also marked having coffee that morning, which again I do it every single day, but that girl is from Whimsical Cat Studio. And then it was another rainy day, and that sticker is from Once More With Love. I marked playing cards with Aurora, my boyfriend's daughter, which I think I won. I was on a winning streak for quite a while. And that girl is from CoffeeDoodlesCo. I did film a massive 2-hour haul that day, which I'm surprised that, like, I got so much else done that day, because usually that, like, takes up a huge chunk of the day, but it was a productive day. So that girl is from Stick With The Plan Co, and I used that sticker to mark either packing orders or filming a haul, because it just, like, it works for both, I feel like. And then after filming the haul, I did organize my stickers and put them all away. So that sticker is from Once More With Love. And then I did print some orders. I guess I didn't do the whole cutting and foiling yet, but I did print them. That sticker is from Papershire, I believe. And then I watched an episode of BoJack Horseman, which is like, it's one of my favorite shows, but I'm still trying to get caught up on season 6. I don't know if there's a season after that. Season 6 came out quite a while ago, but I still have it on my computer. I just, like, don't watch it that often, but I'm trying to, like, get back into it just so I can say that I've watched it. But it is pretty good. Like, I am glad I'm getting back into it. It's really kind of a heavy hitter. It's got, like, I don't know, it's got some depressing elements, that's for sure. But it's, like, a really good show. I think it tackles everything in a really good and cool way. And that TV is from Hazel Sticker. And then I marked uploading a plan with me. That is another sticker from Stick With The Plan Co. And I really like how I was able to layer these snowflakes into some of these boxes. That was really fun. I think this one, I had to, like, rearrange it a little bit, but ultimately I think it worked out. And then I also did an Instagram post for that plan with me that went up. That girl is from Paper Echoes. And then I also got an order from Scroll Prints Co. I think that was the Cyber Monday mystery that I got. I don't know. I may have said that the last time too. I have no clue which one it was. And that girl's from Papershire. And then I also marked calling my boyfriend again. I'm not sure exactly where that phone is from. I think it's from a sampler of some kind. But yes, and then going into Sunday, again, I'm getting a little ahead, but that's okay. So on Sunday, I marked shaving. That razor is, I think, from Carly Plans. I did edit the haul from the previous day. That editing sticker is from Crafty Planner Co., and I use that pretty much all the time to mark editing. It's just, like, perfect for that. And then I also marked pre-planning for the last week's plan with me. I'm, like, in the unfortunate habit of doing plan with me is, like, on the Saturday or Sunday of, like, the week after, which I should be doing it, you know, on the Monday of the week after, like, right when the previous week ends, but I'm just, like, waiting till the last minute now, which is just the habit that I'm in, and I need to get out of it, but in my, like, mind, as long as I'm getting it done only 1 week after, like, it doesn't matter what time during that week, I just have to keep with that, so we will see. but I feel like it is dangerously close to like falling behind. Anyways, I really like how I layered that snowflake behind the planner to mark pre-planning. And that sticker is from Papershire. So I did mark filming that Plan With Me next. That film clapper is from Hazel Sticker. And then my parents also called me that day for some reason or other. That girl is from Stick With The Plan Co. I wish that sticker was a little bit smaller, but that's okay. And then I marked playing cards with Aurora again. That's another sticker from Hazel Sticker. And then that TV to mark watching Dragon Ball again is also from Carly Plans. So that was basically it for Sunday. I'm really impressed with this week how few extenders I had to use, because I only used 2, and typically I use like up to 5 or 6. So it was really impressive how much I managed to condense down the activities of the week, which doesn't necessarily mean that I wasn't doing much. It usually means that I was doing a lot of like bigger activities for more time, which is typically like whenever I work and do printing and cutting and stuff. That usually takes up pretty much the whole day. So that is a big indicator that this was an order heavy week, which, you know, the next one might be a little bit different. We will see. Also, for this habit tracker, I decided to use it to mark rainy days, just because, I don't know, it was something I could use in that space. But I did decide to start using it, like, to actually start habit tracking again. But you will have to wait until the next Plan With Me to see what that is. But yeah, that is basically it for this spread. You're just going to see me putting down the deco. I did also start doing the handwriting part before I start filming the deco, because it does like take forever for me to do, and I feel like I get really like pressured about it if I do it on screen. And also you end up seeing like my face covering up half the screen if I try to film it, because I need to get really close to the paper. So it just works out better for me to do it beforehand, and then you can also just like see what the writing is while I'm doing the deco portion. So that's why that's already filled out, and then I'm just going to do the deco and then do the foiled deco. I still try not to overlap too much deco over the edge, but in some cases, like, I don't really mind doing it. Like, I'll do it if I have to, such as in this case where a lot of the deco is larger. So there you go. But yeah, I got to use a lot of fun foiled bits. Plenty of snowflakes I used, which basically just shows me that I need to get more, or I guess print more snowflakes for myself. I didn't do a snowflake collection this year, which would have been perfect for this. Thankfully, I had a lot of snowflake stuff already. But I think definitely for next year, I'm going to have to really go heavy with the snowflake theme, which it is already in the calendar, the shop calendar for this winter. So we'll see about that. But yeah, I used a lot of that, and then I had a lot of teeny tiny Harry Potter deco as well, which was fun to just scatter around. So yeah, I do like how this turned out. On second thought, I think probably I could have used hollow foil with this instead of silver. Like, it's one of those kits that has a lot of blues and pinks that, you know, kind of screams hollow foil, but I just, like, wasn't thinking about that. And also, I had a lot of hollow winter foil, but I only had silver Harry Potter foil. So it would have had to have been mixed metal if I did that. So, I mean, ultimately, silver was, like, an okay choice for this. And I think it does look good. I also really like the arrangement of the overlays. Like, I wasn't really sure how it was going to go down, but I think I did a pretty decent job with that. I liked the snowy overlays. Because, like, you know, everybody's got those confetti overlays, but I feel like it's kind of hard to find ones that are arranged in, like, a snow pattern, except for, like, specifically winter foil sets. So that's another thing that I want to make sure to add in for this winter. But, like, the snowy one on the Wednesday full box and the snow double box scene for Thursday and Friday, that looks really good. And they're, like, both a different kind of snowy overlays, but, like, I like them both a lot, so definitely did well with that. And then also using the quote overlays, they're basically like floating quotes like I do, but these ones that I used are from Simply a Mess, which I love them. The size was perfect to just stick anywhere, and the fonts were also really good. So I had a lot of fun with those. And then it was also, I had to put something in that crystal ball in the sidebar, so I ended up going with a snowflake that I think works really well. So yeah, I think I did pretty decently with that, despite not having a plan going into it. But yeah, that is basically it for this spread. I think the week after this, I'm also going to do another Harry Potter kit, because we did start Harry Potter 2 the week after, but we fell asleep during half of it, so that kind of doesn't count. And then this week, as I'm recording this voiceover in real life, we did finish Harry Potter 2, so I think for this week I am going to do probably just like a winter kit, because I do have a lot of winter kits that I need to use up. So I will skip the Harry Potter kits for this week, and then hopefully next week we will go right back into it. We will see about that. But it is really making me want to reformat my Harry Potter collection, just because I'm going to be using so many of these kits, but also because of the new Dark Arts kit from CoffeeDoodlesCo. I definitely need to do a reformat of the Harry Potter collection so y'all can use that with that, because again, like I've said, my old one is literally almost a year old at this point, and a very different format from the current format, so it's begging for an update. So look out for that pretty soon. I do polls on Instagram about what y'all want to see. I did a couple the other day about which any everyday anytime foil collections or foil bundle exclusives you want to see out of 3 options, and then I did a few options for pop culture as well. I think you may have missed that at the point at which you're seeing this video, but just follow along on Instagram, because every now and then I will do polls like that so you guys can give your input, and I always do accept requests if you just want to DM me or comment below this video what you are interested in. And I will take note of everything, and if something gets enough interest or I think it would be really popular, I will put it into a poll. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to comment, subscribe, and share, that would be wonderful, and I will see you in my next video. Ciao, ciao.